guys, this is FX Machinate. What is going on, guys? I just want to take some to explain some of the pairs I took and also the behavior of the market. If you look at this pair, I actually took this and it ran into significant losses. What I was trying to do here, I was trying to do something different from I was trying to trade the news actually. When the CPI news came out for the US dollars, that's the consumer price index that came out this week, and I was trying to now the market fell. It fell. That's the USD JPY fell. So when the CPI comes up, the US dollar, the data shows that the US dollar gains strength. So normally we're supposed to expect a push to the upside, at least within 1 hour or two from when the data was released. But you know what happened? As usual, as we expected, the data came, the price pushed significantly down to the downside, right? Now I was expecting it to at least hit all these levels I've already marked to push upwards like this from there, maybe something like start playing up and down, you know, start playing there before it goes up and something like that. That's what I expect, because normally that's what is going to happen. But when the price got around this area, I tried to trade the reversal, which is a buy. I was expecting it came down, it was playing down here, playing down, all of a sudden pushed down and it stopped me out. Now the reason why I was trying to take a buy was because normally many a time when the news comes out and the price pushes to a direction, it usually retraces within 2 hours, 3 hours. It start showing sign of pushing to the upside. But in this particular case, I was convinced that the price is going to reverse back, because I saw that it was overbought here, seriously overbought here, and it hasn't really got to this price in a very long time. So I bought here, this area, that's here, thinking that it's going to reverse on time, and it didn't do that. So it came down, tanked down so much that already stopped out here. So but that notwithstanding, looking forward to what's going to happen, what I expect to happen in the coming week for this particular pair is for me to go to a 4 hours time frame. Now my methodology is based on simple break and retest, so I'm going to explain my methodology from what the price is at the moment. Now the market is closed for the week, and we are expecting great opportunities in the coming week, the next week, which is the week of 14th to 18th of November. Now what I want to do here is to explain my methodology based on where the price is, like I said before. Now what I want to do here is to first of all look to the left, and you draw a structure. When you find, you try to mark the last structure to the left, the last significant structure to the left. Then you mark it and you build a structure and draw it further. Now the reason why I'm drawing this line is that this horizontal line is that this area is an area where I'll be expecting the price to come back to retest. So, and I can also draw another one again. Now you can see a structure here. The price came up here, played around here, then consolidated here a little bit, then decided to push it to the upside. Now I can draw here as maybe like another thin line here as well, like this, where the price reacted, came up, reacted twice, touch here, came again, touch here before you push to the upside. Now we can even join this, join it up here if we like. Stay the same thing. Then I will be expecting the price to find its way, maybe probably downwards or upwards. But now when the market market opens on Monday, which is the 14th, what I'm expecting is that we expect that if the US dollar gains strength, the market will start pushing upwards to this point. Okay, But I will not, if the market comes up here, it's a sign that US dollar is trying to gain strength. When it comes up here like this, when it gets here, I'm not going to trade yet. I'm only going to trade if I see a candlestick, a clear full bearish candlestick to the downside. Then I'll take a sell after that candlestick closes. When the candlestick appears here like this, something like this, appears like this, I will not take a sell to here. I'll take a sell from here to somewhere here or here. But if the market, if the price is break past this level, clearly I will be waiting for a retest. Then I'll looking for a candlestick. I'm looking for a candlestick in the clear bullish candlestick up here to go to buy, buy from here to, put my stop loss under here. Then my take profit. I can just scalp this one quickly. I can scalp it quickly. I'll just take my stop loss here, somewhere around here, just under here. Then I'm looking for the market to push to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at for this particular pair. Now let's look at the strength of US dollar so far in the week and how it has performed. Now I usually use DXY, which is an index, and the DXY is an index that captures the overall strength of the US dollar in relationship to the other major currencies of the world. Now this is the best instrument to actually know exactly where the US dollar strength is. Now if you look at this RSI, this is the relative strength index, will also give me a sign of whether the market has been overbought or oversold. Now right now US dollar has been oversold, so I'm expecting it to buy in the coming week. I'm expecting the market to push to the upside. So most likely, the way I'm seeing it, the market might be headed for the upside, and that will be juicy. Now as it is now, that will also in turn affect other US related pairs. So let's look at other, let's see for example some indexes like in NAS 100. And we should know that indexes are moves inversely proportional. Indices are inversely proportional in direction of price. In direction of price. That is, when any US dollar pair, if US dollar is getting strength, the NAS 100, German 30, like all those indexes that are related to US dollars will be going the opposite direction. Now let us check and see. You can see a push to the upside for NAS 100. Now it means that the US dollar has been losing strength. Let's check it. You can see push to the downside. You see? So each time there's a push to the downside for the US dollars, there will be a corresponding push to the upside. So that's how I use that as a bias to trade the indexes. Now, what are we expecting? Let's just analyze this index quickly. You can see that I use simple break and retest, which is my principle. I go on the higher time frame. I look for an impulse. Look for how the market is behaving at that level. Then try to, like right now, this is a key level. My methodology is just simple. You have a structure here. If it's you identify, next is to identify the trend. Now if it's a bullish trend, it means the market is pushing to the upside. I wait for the price to break past a key level that I've identified. Then allow the price to come back to the same key level and test it. And once I see a candlestick in that direction of the trend, or that trend, and it closes, then I'll be taking a buy. because I already have buy as my bias. Okay, but if the trend is a sell trend, I will expect price to break past the structure I've identified, come to retest it, and give me a candlestick, a bearish candlestick in the direction of the trend, of the bearish trend. So that's my principle I use. So in that case, this is what, first of all, we need to identify the trend. The trend is pushing to the downside. This trend changed from a bearish trend to a consolidating trend. This consolidation, because moving sideways. Okay, then the market is trying to it has attempted to break this structure that I've identified. So what am I waiting for? Before I can trade this, I have to wait for the market to come to give me. This market is going to take some time. It will take till Tuesday next week for me to actually see a kind of a pullback. If I see a clear pullback and a candlestick that's pushing to the upside closing, then I'm looking forward to a buy. But meanwhile, I must have stepped down to a 15 minutes time frame. I want to see something like this. A retest, then to push to the upside. Then I'll start taking. I'm looking for what, a buy signal. So I always set up on the 4 hours, because 4 hours is where all the signals, many of the signals are removed. For higher time frames gives you clear bias and information as to where the price is headed. Then lower time frames is to enter the trades. So that's how I trade basically. And now let's look at Euro USD. Then before we go back to another index, look at Euro USD has been creating a very beautiful channel. Okay, I can even claim this. Restructure again on the 4 hours time frame. I go to the 4 hours time frame. Identified the. First of all identify the bottom and the top. Okay, then I start trying to draw structures, areas where the price has rejected and retested multiple times. Look, I see it has reacted here. It broke past here, it retested here again, came down again, played around here a bit, a false breakout here, came up again, retested it here, test it here, broke past it again, came back to it again. You see this line, this area, this region of 0.98943 and 0.98758 is a region where the market has been reacting. And if you see clearly, if you have spent time enough in the chart, you will discover that you can also identify certain shapes, a certain attitude and behavior. You can see that the market is creating a pattern, a channeled pattern. So now I'll try and draw out the channel pattern. You can see it, so you draw your lines clearly. I want to make this point and this point to meet on a straight line, so that will be very good. Yes, then it's now drawing another line here. See, I want 2 points at least to touch. You can see the channel down, up. So you see higher low, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then it broke past it, and look at it. This is a key level. So what I want to do is that I've been waiting for the price to come. This is going to take some time, like 2-3 days. It can come down, maybe 2-3 days, come down here, then begin to push to the upside, or even come down and continue the pattern it has been on. So that's how it goes for Euro USD. Let me just take another pair. Now this is, I was having a lecture with someone and I was trying to explain trends. Now I can explain this as well for those that are also learning how to trade. Now we have consolidation trend where the market is going sideways. We have bearish trend where it's pushing to the downside, creating lower highs and lower lows, just like that downwards. Look at this arrow. Now then we also have a bullish trend, and where the market is creating higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and just like that. So these are different main trends you will need basically when you're analyzing your chart. You need to understand how to draw trend lines, you need to understand trends, you need to understand where to identify structures, and also how to how to take your entries. Now you can see that let's see. Okay, you can see this is a very clear, beautiful trend. Market identify this area as an area of a key area, and what I've seen is that the market has come to react multiple times here, broke past here, retested here, came up again, broke past here again, came to retest. I can bring this one down a little bit. Okay, then you see this area has been an area where the price has been reacting. Now it pushed down and started creating a rising wedge. This is a rising wedge. Let me just show you something. A rising wedge for this. It's a rising wedge pattern. Something like this. See, something like this. Okay, something like this. Something like this. A rising wedge, ascending triangle. So that's the same thing it's doing here, and it came back to retest this level and pushed to the upside and played around here a bit, then pushed to the upside. Now this one was just as a result of the news. We didn't really quite know where the market is going to go. This one is the news. So trading the news can be very dangerous once we're very careful. If we look at the arrows, the indicator here is showing that it's overbought, so we're expecting to come down and stuff like that. This is FX Mesh smashing it. If you like what I'm about, please like, subscribe, and share. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.